to this computer. Good. So everyone, I want you guys to talk. I like my sessions to be like very, very engaging. So I want you guys to tell me, first and first, what do you understand by the SEO Gambit approach? Like, what do you think is the fundamental principle behind it? Let's see. Let's see. Who wants to comment? You guys are free to turn on your microphone and say something. I actually want to hear your voices. So who wants to go? You could use the raise hand feature so I can call on you and then you could give a comment, or you could even type on the comment section. That also works. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Yeah, I want to see you comment. Who wants to go first? Who remembers what we shared was the fundamental principle behind the SEO Gambit approach? Anyone? Everybody has right away.
Yeah, coach. Hello, coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, fantastic. I think to a certain extent, the SEO Gambit approach is it deals all about locating certain social media platforms, looking at certain videos that have high engagements, then targeting certain people who are interested in certain who have certain questions about those IP, those videos. So those are like potential clients that we can target. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you are close. When I say the boundary approach, all of these things comes together. There are lots of approaches we use in the back operational strategy. So every single one of them, they have a building block in terms of we're not going through the front door the way everybody do. We try to find a way to penetrate them that the back would not expect. You understand me? So yeah, with the SEO garbage approach, it's kind of like built on something called SE. And when you hear the term SEO, it means search engine optimization. Yeah. So typically, it's like people are going out there the internet to search for stuff. Yeah. Just like you guys, if you have maybe a question or you're trying to figure out something, many people go to Google, right? If you want to see even something as nasty as what can I have for breakfast? Give me breakfast options. People go to Google to search for things like that. People go to Google to search for things like how do I launch a five-figure business? How do I make £1 million? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I, different sort of things here. Now, just like you people use Google, these days with the advent of new technologies and new platforms, you see, we now even have people using yet other channels to search for stuff. Interestingly, when you do your research, you get to see that people who use channels nowadays more like TikTok, channels like YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Quora, and the likes of them to actually search for stuff on the internet. So it's not just them just using Google or going to Google. In fact, now with AI, people now even use AI. But yeah, the common ones, social media platforms that people typically use are things like TikTok, things like Instagram, things like YouTube, and the likes of them. Yeah. Now, what we do is with this whole backdoor penetration strategy is that we are trying to stop the picking kind of people, but rather we want to walk into the room where these fishes, these people that need or they desire this experience that we can create for them, or they have a solution, a problem that needs fixing, or this solution that we can provide. They want it and they need it enough that they're willing to pay for it. Yeah. So for us, we are like, where do we find these kind of people gathered? We don't want to have to wait for them to tell us that, oh, I'm looking for this, come, let me give you more, or something like that. And then we'll now start competing with legions of other people. No, we want to find these people, even in places where they are chilling, where they are relaxing, different kind of things. So the whole approaches I'm going to be giving you guys over the course of our time together is typically kind of used, within this whole angle. Yeah. But now, for the SEO guided approach, it's targeted towards what questions are your target people asking? Now, if you guys have, who here have gone through the ideal client framework? Comments. If you've gone through the ideal client framework, say give me an I on the chat section. Let me be sure that you guys are going through the materials I've given to you people. If you've gone through the ideal, someone says many times. Someone says, "All right, good." If you have, if you never done, then don't comment anything. But if you've done it, then I want to see a comment. Give me a comment. I have to be sure that you guys have gone through it. Good. So now I'm going to be showing you a few things using that the document. You know what? I'm just going to review it a little bit with you guys right now on the score. All right. You guys are in for a very, very amazing treat. You see, previous sessions, we had many amazing results. And even at that, the angle that I'm playing with you people right now, I didn't do something similar for them. What I did mostly was I gave them most of these things, and then they were going through it step by step while we're having the community interface. But with you guys now, I'm bringing in lots of new stuff because I'm doing some fine tuning to make sure that you guys have an even more improved experience. So if those people with their experience, which was awesome still, but again, it's not as intimate as the one I'm giving to you guys right now, can have so great a result, it simply means that with you people, if you commit to the game really well, then my goodness, you guys are going to be in for something nasty and amazing. 100%. So I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. All right, so let's just take a quick glance at the 360 ID client framework. My people have gone through it. That's good. I like the spirit on here. If you guys want to turn on your camera, feel free to do so. I like seeing the people I talk to sometimes. So I will see if you have bololo like me, or you use glasses like me, or you have beards like me, or your eyes are shiny like my own. So yeah, feel free to turn on your camera if you want to. I would like to see your faces. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now, just so everyone can actually see me. So I'm going to be using the desktop one. All right. So there we go. Confirm. Good. You guys can see my screen, which is good. So now when you look at this 360 ID client framework, it's targeted towards one thing, to help you to thoroughly understand your ideal client. Now, most of you have filled it out. Most of you have sent me your responses, which is amazing. I've looked through them. It's good. Now, this is something that you need to take your time with, because typically, I told you guys already during the live session that, see, if you want to really, really win with this thingy, you need to be spot on. All right. It's like you're trying to set a trap. You're trying to set a trap for a rabbit. You know, those days when I was younger, myself and my dad, we moved to a new location, my family actually. It was kind of like a developing region. So where our house was, there were like other places that were not developed yet, and they were like small, small bushes. Yeah. And they had this bush rabbits that used to move around. So people call it rats, but it's not actually rats, we call it rabbits. They don't have those very, very long ears like those bunnies that you know. Yeah. However, the difference between these ones and the bush rats that people talk about here is that the tip of their tail is white. You have the white end at the tip of their tail. So yeah, African rabbits, we call it that. So, then we used to set traps to catch these rabbits. We use different stuff. We were using yam, we were using cassava and things like that to, there was like a more kind iron trap. It was modeled like that. We set it in like this, nothing was watching. And then it got to a point where we were like, look, someone told my dad, I think, I should try overripe plantain. And then we did it. So we went to the market, we got the overripe plantain somewhere around the street, and we set it in the trap. So you see, overripe plantain has a very, very particular scent, and lo and behold, it's caught a couple times. So that's kind of like gave us insight. And it goes to show that these rabbits, why they probably eat all those other things, but those other cassava and the likes of them were not calling out to them the way the overripe plantain works. So you see, when you understand what you're trying to target, then you know, okay, this is the kind of bait you can use for it, literally. And then, voila, catch. So the same thing too. If you want to catch a fish, you want to be able to get these people based in the US. It doesn't exactly have to be white, but yeah, first world countries, US, the UK, and the lots of these other countries that have money to pay you for stuff. Yeah. But you have to totally understand what kind of people am I trying to target. You want to catch rabbit, good. The rabbit prefer this instead of this, good. So these are their pain points. This is what they want. This is what they struggle with. Good. Those are things that you want to understand. Now, that's why when you look at this dog, it kind of like takes you through it. Takes you through things like gender, things like age range, just so that you can actually have some form of insight into the way these people think. Because typically, if you're trying to target a business owner who is in his or her 20s, it's going to be different from when you're trying to target a business owner who is going to be an assistant. They have different desires at that point, to be very honest. Now, it goes even further, specifies things like the field, the profession, the primary interest, influencers that they follow, and the likes of them. You see how it goes even further to describing the core work that your work provides. So it helps to describe that. You see, there's an example on here where we're like, I help small business owners increase their visibility online to attract a steady stream of clients. Now, the reason why this part is on here is mostly for your benefit. It's not like you're just going to out there and maybe send them this kind of message. Of course, at some points in your crafting of your message, it's going to come in. However, the reason why this is here is so that you can have some form of clarity. You see, one thing I've noticed amongst many persons is that they are really good at what they want to do, but they don't know how to communicate that value in the world speak that is going to have a profound effect. Case study. You can have two men trying to strike the same girl, and these two men are maybe even the one where be saying a better man pass. You not get word from mouth to really, really make the girls to be so interested and everything. And then the other crazy dude who's like the very, very terrible one out of the law, this guy has with mouth. He can whine you and whine you and unwind you. And literally the girl will be blushing and laughing and falling for the other guy. For instance, you can be so good at your stuff, but if you do not know how to communicate your value, then one thing is going to happen. You're not going to get as much results as you should have. Because whether you like it or not, in this whole industry, one thing works, one thing counts. Not value, but something called perceived value. So you guys, I'm talking to every single one of you who are here live right now on the call. Those of us who are going to listen to my voice later. One thing that you need to have going for you is not just value, perceived value. You need to be able to emit a certain kind of smell to your value. You need to be like that overripe plantain that has this very, very nice aroma. And then the rabbit from wherever it is can pick a scent and boom, it's going straight down there. And it's going to want to get that way. That is how you want to be. Like that overripe plantain. That is giving that perception, that perceived value, that smell. You want the smell, make those people see, they see, this guy, they smell like expert. That's what you want to get. And how do you achieve that? By totally understanding this. Again, the Yahoo boy analogy. They understand their bishop. They know this is the kind of person they're going for. And then when they walk them, they talk to them and everything, they play around that constraint. And before you know it, this finish are freaking home. The game is the game, guys. Now, moving on. You see how this goes in there, and it even helps to see, to try to figure out or, imagine or contextualize the kind of clients you want to get. Yeah, you see, that's why you see something like the best clients example, and you'll be like, okay, what is the best ideal clients you could have? Or what is the best clients you've ever had? Like you could imagine an ideal one for yourself. Okay, good. So it's the kind of client that shows up when you have a call or when you require him to commit to, as you're sending him stuff. Okay, what do you think about this? Can you tell me more about your business? The client is very, very eager to give you as much information as possible. Those sort of things. Yeah, you see things like it's driven, it's collaborative, it values expert guidance. These are for you, for your benefits. It goes even further. And now you see how it says primary external struggle, and it helps you to define the main challenges that your client faces, and it breaks them down. You see, it says that you should think of specific real life problems, because whether you like it or not, these people, they are real life people just like you, right? And now they own a business, they have problems, now their real life is closely interlocked with the business that they have. So now you need to be able to ask yourself, good, these people are real individuals, these are businesses that they own. Say I have an e-commerce business. I'm selling maybe something like this thing online. Yeah, this is my product. I have a Shopify store. Now, let's say I've spent money to set up my store and everything. I have even imported a few of these products from wherever I got them from. Now I have a storefront. Now I'm running hard, or I want to run hard, or long story short, I want to make money. These are problems. These are real life problems. Oh, now let's say, for example, now, this person has been spending money going to ask to sell this product. But again, he's not making as much money. That is a problem. Maybe he's getting, it does a few tweaks and it makes like 10 sales. And then the next one's making like one. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what's happening. Is it consistent? This is the problem. You understand me? So you need to ask yourself, good, this kind of client I'm trying to target, maybe a coaching client, maybe a tech company, maybe this, maybe that, maybe it's a startup. Good. Maybe use some weapon of fish. You could also use this old worksheet, try to flesh out a way to actually enter it. That's the idea. And now, this is quite stated. Goes as far as having detailing struggles besides what is obvious to everybody. That's why I say the obvious one is the external struggle. It is true. But beyond that one, there's a kind of struggle that they don't really talk about. That is the one that goes on inside their head. Maybe doubt is creeping in. Maybe they are getting scared. Maybe they're afraid of failure. Maybe they begin to worry that, maybe I'm not caught out for this. This is not something that's showing out there. Of course, the internal struggle is closely linked to whatever is happening on the outside. Actually, just the same way that whatever is happening on the outside is closely linked with whatever is happening on the inside. Now, what makes you a doctor, what helps you to think like the Yahoo boy, but act like a doctor, is that you see these things and you'll be like, huh? Where? Oh. Now, This is quite detailed. So those of you who've gone through it, I need you to think about this in this very, very clear terms. Yeah. So at the point where I'll show you all of this and you use them, start getting your features, you're gonna be using the same angle to enter them to see, okay, good. They fall under this category. Now, how do I use this information that I know about them right now to penetrate them? This is very, very detailed. So take your time when you're feeling this, okay? Now, there's something interesting here that I wrote on here that you see can help you when you're doing this whole backdoor penetration strategy with the SEO gambit. You see, there are two things, or three things here. You see this whole field and profession, you see this whole primary interest, you see this thing called influencers they follow. These are things that can help you to find places where these your fishes are chilling and enter them. I'm going to be showing you an example using the influencers that they follow. Yeah. So now, I want to ask you guys a question. Every single person. I'm going to stop sharing my screen at this point. I'm going to be sharing eventually. So, do we have any marketing people here? Marketing people that help businesses make more sales. Yeah. Do I have any marketers here? Anyone? I'm looking at the chat section. Anyone?
Yes, you asked.
Please mute your microphone. If you want to comment, use the chat. Okay, I think that's HP. HP, I'm muting you. Josh, I'm muting you still. Good, good. So I think is Salome the only marketing person I have? Ah, that's weird. I know I used to have lots of marketers. What's happening? Lots of salespeople. You could be a copywriter. You could be a media buyer, Facebook ads expert, Google ads expert. In as much you help people make sales, you're a marketing guy. Often, if in as much you help businesses to help them make more sales, yeah, a marketing guy. Whether you are doing video editing or whether you are doing this, you are doing that. That's what you are at the end of the day. In any case, so there's one freelancer, or there are a couple of freelancers that you can know in your head that your people can follow. If you're trying to help businesses now to make more sales, something like that. What are the I build messaging apps on Telegram? Huh. Obe, send me a message. I want to understand this. Maybe I can use something like that. Send me a message later on what you do exactly. Okay, so when you say influencers that they follow, now let's look at it this way. So you're helping businesses make more sales. It could be that you're helping international coaches and course creators. It could be that you are helping SaaS businesses. When I say SaaS, it means software as a service. It could be that you're helping tech companies to get more visibility, publicity, so that they can get more users to their platforms or more people to buy and purchase their products. It could be any of these things. Sales, you understand me? Now, you can ask yourself, good, what are the influencers that people who are concerned with scaling their business will probably be following on the online space? You know these influencers. You know most of them. Many of them are very, very popular. I'm going to give you examples. Let me give you one. One is Grant Cardone. Should I give you another example? Another one is no, I'm not going to give you guys another example. I want you guys to talk. What are the influencers that people who are, launching a business, people who own a business, people who want to make sales, people who want to get users for their products and stuff like that, people who want to make more money selling things online, possibly getting, following rather. What kind of influencers do you think this people will be following? Marketers, tell me. You know these things. In short, people know these things here. They're people like Mr. Bronson. They're people like Grant Cardone. Someone said Neil Patel. That's good. Someone said Alexa Mosey. Awesome. Now I'm going to show you how I use this. Oh, freaking hell! I don't deviate. I was going to show you the SEO Gambit, but freaking hell, let me just show you. I'm using the SEO the strategy on that doc now. Hold on. I'll go back to that the search guy. Let me just show you this first. I'm already here. I'm already here. Let me use this Alexa Mosey guy. Everybody knows Alexa Mosey. It's quite popular. Robert Kiyosaki, that's good. Now, this is what I'll do. If I want to, find a way to use this old game to find these features, this is what I'll do. Where's my other screen? I'm going to use my desktop. I'm going to share my desktop screen right now. Hold on. Hold on. So here we go. There we go. I'm going to share my screen right now. Hold on. Good. Good. I'm sure you guys can see my screen. Can you? Comment if you can see my screen, please. Comment if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen. Good. So yeah, you have it. Oh, please wait. So this is come on. It's up to you, right? It's up to you, right? Okay. Let's see how this goes. Hold on a bit. Uh-huh. I don't know. Everything on my computer today is just very slow. Which is like really annoying. Just don't know why. Okay. Good. You guys can see my screen. That's awesome. Awesome. But I don't know. Everything is really slow. I want to show you this now. And it's really, really, really slow. Come on. Ah, this is it's somebody's village people here, but they will not win. They're never gonna. I silent everything is connected. It's working very well. Okay. So guys, this is what I want to do. Hold on a bit, yeah. Just hold on. I want to restart my computer. Yeah, let me do that. I think that will solve these issues I'm having. Right? Just hold on. I'm going to restart my computer. I'll restart it, and then I'll send a new link for us to join with. So I'm going to stop this meeting first, so that at least what we've recorded is still going to come on in, and then I'll send a new link. If I do that, it's going to work.